Okay, so let's talk about the concentration and mixture problem. Okay, these two things are like kind of related. Mixture can be mixed two items, but here we are talking about these three things: solute, solvent, and solution. So the solute is the item that you want to dissolve in water or in any liquid, and your solvent is the liquid that you are using to dissolve the solute, and solution is like the mixture you get after dissolving the solute in the solvent. You got it? So these are the things. I'm not going to repeat it in the while I'm working on the questions. Okay, so just remember these basic terms. So let's say you have a glass here, not a good glass but still a glass, and you have some amount of water here and some amount of sugar here. Okay, so let's assume you have 200 gram of the solution. Okay, 200 gram of solution, and the concentration is, okay, we did not define what is concentration. Concentration will be like what percentage of solute is in the solution. Okay, listen, when question says X percentage of concentration, it means in the solution you have the X percentage of solute. So let's say if I make a sugary drink of 200 gram and I say the concentration is 10%. So can you find the amount of water and amount of sugar if the 10% is concentration and the solution amount is 200 gram? So as I defined here, so let's write the formula here. Concentration will be amount of solute divided by amount of solution time 100. Okay, because when we are representing concentration in terms of percentage, so this is the formula you will use. Remember this always. It's not divided by the amount of solvent. Look at the board. Sometimes some students, when they are learning this concept, they can make mistake. Amount of solute divided by amount of solvent. No, it's amount of solute divided by the amount of solution times 100. That's the concentration. Definition of concentration is this. Never ever divide by the amount of the solvent. If you are trying to divide this amount by the amount of the solvent, your answer will be wrong. So now if the mixture and the solution amount is 200 gram and concentration is 10, so it means, let's say it's a sugary drink, sugar plus water. So I will say sugary drink, sugar plus water, assuming pure water, no other bad or funny substance in the water like chlorine or whatever substance they put in the water. Forget about those things. It's clean water and clean sugar. Okay, so sugar will be your amount of solute. We don't know. Let's say X divided by X divided by amount of solution is 200, which is what percentage? 10%. 10% here. Look at the board. You don't have to draw the glass. See, X is the amount of sugar that we don't know, divided by amount of solution 200, which is equal to 10%. So this is cancelled. So this is 2, which means X is 20%. Or simply what you can do, 200 10%, which is 20 gram of sugar. So this is your sugar. If sugar is 20 gram, how much water? Amount of solution, which is 200 gram, minus amount of sugar, which is 180 gram. So see, now you have 200 out of 200 gram, water is 180 gram and 20 gram of sugar. Now you can verify this answer. How to verify? So just take it 180 plus 220, 200, 220. Use this formula. Amount of solute is 20 gram and amount of solution will be 180 plus 20 times 100. This is concentration, which is 20 divided by 200 times 100, which is 10. So that's what the question was saying. The amount concentration is 10%. Okay. Any confusion? This is one of the basic type of questions that we'll see. In the area of concentration. So this topic will have, this is basic question. Solution is given and concentration is given. You will be asked to find the amount of water and amount of sugar or salt, whatever you have put as solute. So basically amount of solute and solvent you have to find out. This is a basic question. Another type of question will be, let's erase everything and you just remember the formula of concentration. So let's say again I will make a glass and then you have, let's say 200 gram, same 200 gram of water. This time amount of water is 200 gram. Okay, now you want to make 10% or 20% concentration of the solution. Okay, 20% concentration. So the question will say, okay, now if you want to make it 20% concentration, how much sugar you have to add? Okay, you want to make sugary drink. Again, assuming pure water, pure sugar, no any funny substance with sugar or water. So if you don't know the amount of sugar, let's assume amount of sugar will be unknown, x gram. Okay, gm is per gram. Okay, similarly here either write g or gm, whatever you prefer. Gm is per gram. This is a metric unit. Okay, I'm not using pound or ounce, so gram is fine. So now if you have water 200 gram, sugar x gram, what will be the amount of solution? This is again basic thing. 200 plus x. Got it? This is x, this is 200. You will put x in this one, that will become 200 plus x. Now you want, question is saying 20% concentration. So use the formula, concentration formula. I hope I'm not making spelling mistake. Concentration will be amount of solute, which is sugar, x, divided by amount of solution, which is 200 plus x, times 100, which is concentration. Concentration is 20%. So 20 is equal to x, 200 plus x, times 100. I will bring 100 this side. So this will be 20 divided by x, which is 20%, is equal to x divided by 200 plus x. Got it? Any confusion? No? So this will be 5. So this means basic equation 1 by 5 is equal to x divided by 200 plus x, which means 200 plus x is equal to cross multiplication 5x, which means 5x minus x is 4x is equal to 200, which means x is equal to 50. Okay, so the amount of sugar you have to add to this 200 gram of water is 50 gram to make 20% concentration. Now see if it's correct answer or not. So if I add 50 gram of sugar to this water, so amount of solution will be, I'm not going to write amount, so solution will be 200 plus x, which is 50. So 250 gram of solution. And sugar is how much? You found x. X is 50. So now find the concentration. Concentration will be sugar divided by solution, which is 250 times 100. So we got 20%. This was the thing question was asking. So the answer we got is correct. This is one type of question. Another type of question can be, let's say, okay, now make some healthy drink, not sugary drink. Okay, so we are going to make lemon juice with lemon and not juice, lemon water. So if I say, okay, can you make lemon water with ratios like this? Lemon should be lemon and water. The ratio of lemon and water should be 1/5. Okay, and let's say amount of solution should be amount of the drink you will make lemon water. Amount of, I will call it drink. Also in bracket I will write solution because you learn this term. I don't want to confuse you. So drink is what? Lemon water. Okay. So amount of drink should be 60 gram. Okay, let's say I want to drink 600 gram of lemon water. Okay. You have to make lemon water of 600 gram. In that 600 gram, the ratio of lemon and water should be 1/5. So how much you have to use water and how much lemon will you use? Okay, this is the question. You got the question? You have to make lemon water. In that, the ratio of lemon to water should be 1/5, and the amount of the drink you have to prepare should be 600. It's very simple. So I have the amount of solution and the ratio is given. Okay, so see, this is the ratio. It means 5 fraction of this thing is what? 5th fraction of this thing is water, and one fraction is lemon. So if I add these two, I can write, okay, look at the board. This is the ratio, and you learned that if this is 1/5, then if I multiply it by x, x divided by 5x will also be same as 1/5. Yes or no? Okay. So let's say lemon is x gram. If lemon is x gram, water will be 5x gram, correct? Because the ratio of these two is, ratio of lemon to water is x divided by 5x, which is 1/5. So now, since you are making lemon water, so total will be how much? So the solution will be x plus 5x, which is 6x, correct? Lemon x gram. Since it's not, ratio is given, not the actual amount is given. So I assume that lemon is x. Since the ratio is given 1/5, water will become 5x. So the solution will be x plus 5x. Sorry, yeah, x plus 5x, which is 6x. Now, what is the goal? You want to make 600 gram. And this means the 6x is equal to 600. Got it? Okay, which means x is 100. Now x is 100, that means lemon is 100 gram and water is 5x, which is 500 gram. See, now you add them, it becomes 600 gram. You got the lemon juice of 600 gram, and the ratio is 1/5. So this is like another type of question where you will be given the ratio of solute and solvent, and total amount of the solution. You will be asked to find the amount of solute and solvent. Another type of question will be, if some concentration is there and you have to change the concentration of the mixture. Okay, it's very simple. Again, let's say I will use the same 200 gram of, this time 200 gram of the solution. So the solution is 200 gram and the initial concentration is 10%. So concentration is 10%. So I can easily find how much sugar. This is again sugar eating. Let's go back to the sugar eating. Okay. So sugar will be, since 10% is concentration, that will be 20 times 10 by x, which is 20 gram. Okay. If 20 gram is sugar, how much water? Water will be 200 minus 20, so simple, which is 180 gram. So in this solution of 200 gram, you have sugar 20 gram and water 180 gram. Okay, this is the initial mixture. Now what you have to do, you have to make this concentration, let's say increase the concentration to 20%. So if you have to increase the concentration, what you have to add? Sugar or water? Sugar. If you have to decrease the concentration, you have to add water. So to increase the concentration, you have to increase the amount of the solute. If you have to decrease the concentration, you have to increase the amount of the solvent. Got it? Always remember, to decrease the concentration, add extra solvent. To increase the concentration, add extra solute, because this is from the formula. You remember the formula? Amount of solute divided by the amount of solution times 100. So to increase you have to increase the amount of solute. To decrease, you have to increase the amount of solvent. So here the question is saying, instead of 10%, you have to make 20% concentration. So I have to add extra sugar. So let's say I don't know how much sugar I have to add. I have to find that. So let's say extra sugar you added is x gram. Now, if initial sugar is 20 gram, you added extra x gram. So now the sugar will be 20 plus x, correct? And you added extra x gram. Initial solution was 200 gram. What will be the amount of solution? 200 plus x. Don't make mistake. Don't add this amount to the water. This will be added to 200. So 200 is initial solution amount. And you added x gram. So 200 plus x. So now see, you added extra sugar. That's why you added 20 plus x. You did 20 plus x. And since you added extra sugar, you are increasing the amount of the solution. So amount of solute divided by the amount of solution times 100 is equal to 20, because this is the new concentration. So I will just remove 100 from here. I'll just put 100 here. Okay. This will be 1 by 5. So now cross multiplication. So 5, 20 plus x is equal to, this is 1. So 200 plus x, because if I multiply this term with x, it will remain same. So this will be 100 plus 5x is equal to 200 plus x, which is 4x. Let's bring all the variable term one side. So 5x minus x will be 4x. All the constant other side. So 200 minus 100, 100. So x will be 25. So you have to add extra 25 gram to this existing solution to change the concentration from 10% to 20%. Let's see if this answer is correct or not. Okay. So sugar will be how much? 20 plus extra 25 divided by 200 initial solution plus 25. Let's solve it. This became 45. This became 225. And then times 100, because I have to find the concentration. So let's see. Did we get it? See, that's what question was asking. You have to make solution of concentration 20%. If we add extra 25 gram of sugar, we get 25%, 20% concentration. Okay. Now sometimes it may ask you to decrease the concentration. So now initial concentration was 5%. you want to decrease it to, sorry, 10%, you want to decrease it to 5%. So if you have to decrease the concentration, what you have to do? What will you add? Solvent, extra water, because you have to decrease the concentration. So let's say extra water. Always remember, increase concentration, add extra solute. Decrease the concentration, add extra solvent. Here in our case, solute is sugar and solvent is water. So since we are decreasing the concentration, we are going to add extra water. Let extra water be X gram. Okay, GM is gram. Or just like write G. So now sugar did not change because we did not add extra sugar. So sugar will remain same. Amount of solute divided by amount of solution. Now we add extra X gram and initial amount was 200. So this will change. 200 plus X. Okay. This did not change because we did not add extra. Last time we were increasing the concentration. That's why we added X to the numerator. This time we are just decreasing the concentration. So we are adding only water. So sugar will not change. So what is the new concentration? 5% means 5 divided by 100. Okay. This is 20. So now cross multiplication. So 400 is equal to 200 plus X. X will be 200. So we have to add extra 200 gram of water to this existing solution to make the concentration 5%. Now let's check this value if it works. So my sugar amount is 20 gram and my solution will be 200, the old amount, plus extra I added 200. So 200 plus 200 times 100. This is the formula of the concentration. Amount of solute divided by amount of solution times 100, which is 20 divided by 400 times 100. So this is gone, this became 5. See? So we verified the amount we got is correct. Okay? These are the basic question type that you will get in your exam. Okay. I think we are missing one more type of question. And there could be some more type, but let's for today's class concentrate in these 4 types that we discussed. Okay, so there are 2 glasses. Okay, again assume this is glass. This is 20% concentration, and this is 300 gram with 15% concentration. 20% concentration, and this is 15% concentration. Got it? And again, we are working on the sugary drink, sugar and water, pure sugar, pure water, no funny substance. Okay. So now what you did, you mix them. Okay. You put this 300 gram, assuming this is big enough to hold 5. The total mixture. So you put this 300 gram in the glass number 1. This is, let's say, glass 2, glass 1. So what will be the new concentration of this mixture? This type of question can be asked. So what you have to do, you have to find amount of solute, in our case sugar, and amount of solvent in glass 1, which is water. So find here. Sugar will be how much here? 200 gram, 20% concentration, so 20% sugar. That's what concentration means. So I got 40 gram of sugar. If 40 gram of sugar, so water will be remaining. Water will be 200 minus 40, which is 160 gram. We'll do the same thing for glass number 2. So again, sugar will be 300, 15%, which is 45 gram. If 45 gram of sugar is there, water will be 300 minus 45, which is 5, 2. Correct? Though no error in the subtraction. Yes? Okay. Now you have amount of sugar in the first glass and amount of water in the first glass, amount of sugar in second glass, amount of water in the second glass. What you have to do when you mix? Total amount of sugar. Find the total amount of sugar. Total sugar will be how much? In glass 1 you had 40, in the glass 2 you had 45. So this became 85 gram. And total solution, because you have to find the concentration, you don't worry about amount of water because the denominator will be the amount of the solution. So amount of the total solution will be how much? This is 200, this is 300. 200 plus 300. So 500 gram of solution. So the concentration will be new concentration of, let's say call it new concentration, will be amount of sugar, amount of solid which is sugar here, 85 divided by 500, amount of solution times 100. Cancel. So 70%. Okay. So these are the basic types of questions that you will get in your exam based on this topic. Okay. I hope you will not make any mistake after going through these examples. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quiz comprising maybe 10-15 questions based on the things I taught you, not anything extra. And I hope you will get perfect score in that. Okay, that's it for today.